Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showing you how to build some of the main characters, mostly villains, from the season finale of What If Season 2 using 100% official LEGO parts and pieces. Now guys, I do want to be honest, this has taken me a little longer than even I anticipated to get out, but honestly, I hit it so hard in November and December, I'm enjoying taking a little bit of breathing time here in January and just chilling out. So thanks for bearing with me that this took a little bit longer, and let's go ahead and get into the video now. My friend Brody and I designed a LEGO Kiss set, so we need all the support we can get from the Kiss army. If you would click the link in the description of this video, you can support the set, and if we get enough supporters, LEGO will actually consider making it into a real set. So let's get those supporter numbers up, and thanks so much for that. So this finale episode centers mostly around Captain Carter, and for that I went ahead and used the official version from the LEGO Marvel Collectible Minifigure Series 1 in 2021. It's a really great figure. You'll notice that she does just have regular dark blue arms though, because based on what we see in this episode, I do think that this is just a little more accurate to the variant of the suit she wears in this finale. Kahhori is kind of the sidekick in this episode, and to build her, the rarest part you'll need is the skirt piece from Alice from the LEGO Disney Collectible Minifigure Series 1, but the torso, arms, and legs all come from Pocahontas from Disney Series 3, the head is the original Valkyrie head from Thor Ragnarok, and the hair is Pocahontas' hair from the Disney Princesses line, like from the mini doll that is. Of course, the antagonist of this episode is Strange Supreme. Definitely a really cool character, and I love what they've done with him across the What If series. Now, to build him, we've got a lot of parts from a lot of places. You'll see that the cape has black on the outside, red on the inside, and that comes from Jafar from the LEGO Disney CMF Series 2. The torso also comes from Jafar, but it's flipped around to get a little bit more accurate for what we're doing here. We've got dark blue arms on there, then the head and hands come from the evil Doctor Strange from the Sanctum Sanctorum modular set. The collar cloak piece comes from Serr from Toy Story. The hair with the little bit of gray on the sides comes from the Infinity War version of Doctor Strange. The necklace piece here for his Eye of Agamotto comes from any of the Olympic characters from the CMF series. And finally, the legs come from Ninjago. I think they came on a bunch of characters back in the day, so they're relatively common. Of course, the Watcher is in this episode. He's in all of them, so I went ahead and used the official Watcher minifig from the What If set Iron Man, Sakaar, and Armor from back in 2021. It's really hard to get more accurate than this based off of currently available pieces, so I'm always going to recommend to go with this figure. Now, as we start going through Strange's lair, we meet all kinds of different variants, one of which, of course, is Zombie Wanda, Scarlet Witch, that is. So, I used the Endgame Scarlet Witch torso, hips, and the little waist cape from the Endgame Final Battle. I gave her the head from one of the old zombies for Monster Fighters back in the day, and this hair comes from the Ghost Girl from the LEGO Halloween CMF series many, many years ago. Hela appears briefly in the episode, and for this I used the hair, head, and torso, and I guess by proxy the legs, from the official Hela minifig from Thor Ragnarok. She's got a dark green paper cape, and these arms are really great printed arms that come from the Tron Legacy set. I think the character's name is Korra, if I'm not mistaken, and I think that those have always worked really well for Hela, making her as a custom figure. Serr also appears in this episode, and the cool thing about this is my Human Torch custom works out pretty well for this, but I went ahead and added this red shoulder plate here from Ninjago because I think that that worked out pretty good. This head comes for, actually it's like a flame head piece, I should be more specific. I always thought that piece was cool. That came from, I believe the character Flama, if I'm not mistaken, from Nexo Knights, but I think it was also used on what was his name, Pyro or something like that from Ultra Agents as well. The head is Energy Kai, the torso also comes from that Flama character, and the legs I believe are from Energy Kai as well. If I got that wrong, I'm sure the comments will correct me. Thanos is up next, and this is the minifig Thanos that has come in, I believe this was like a mech or something. I'm starting to lose track of where I got all my minifigs from. Anyways, the legs here are dual molded legs with black on bottom, gray on top. I've always thought that works well for Thanos, and the Infinity Gauntlet is a piece we got a while back, but I used some paint pens and put the stones on there. Yeah, I know, it breaks the purist method, but it does look really good, and pretty much anybody can do it because it's so easy. We do see Killmonger with his Infinity Ultron armor on, which is pretty rad. I went ahead and used the Ultron Prime torso and legs for this character. Then I used one of these shoulder pieces from Ninjago, pretty common. The head is from Infinity War Falcon, and the hair is a little longer than I'd prefer, but it came from Valkyrie from Ragnarok. I do think it works pretty well when it's all said and done, but at the same time, you could use like some clippers and take off the bottom or something, but yeah, I didn't do that. It is what it is. And finally, there's armored up Peggy Carter from the absolute finale part of the final battle, which was really awesome. Now, here's the thing, guys. She does also have the Infinity Stones on her chest, and I did do this thing where I used one of these 1x2 neck brackets with the Infinity Stone pieces from the Thanos brickhead, but honestly, it just makes the figure too square and bulky, and I really don't like the look of it. So what I did here is I used the torso, legs, shield, arms, and head from the CMF Captain Carter. Obviously, that's going to make the most sense. I gave her the headpiece from Hela, again, because that's going to fit perfectly. These shoulder pieces have come in several places, but most recently from LEGO Marvel, they came from Whiplash from the Iron Man Armory. She's, of course, got her shield, as I mentioned, and I gave her one of these swords. I think it's from Knight's Kingdom, but it may be from a CMF series or something like that. Hard to keep track of all the pieces, but I do think this turned out pretty good. So with that being said, let's go ahead and wrap up this video. Alright guys, be sure to hit like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more Marvel videos here on the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.